All right, let's dive right into one of the biggest topics on the planet right now, artificial intelligence. We're going to cut through all the noise and give you a clear, practical roadmap for building real, valuable skills that you can actually use in your career. Let's get to it.
So this is the big question, isn't it? It's on everyone's mind. You see all the headlines, you hear the chatter, and you're probably wondering, is AI a threat to my job, or is it the most powerful tool I'll ever get my hands on? Well, as we're about to see, the answer to that really is up to you.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. Electricity. We're not talking about another tech trend or the next cool app. We're talking about a fundamental, society-level shift, like a new utility that's going to power, well, everything. That's a huge deal, and yeah, it can feel a little intimidating.
But here's the really good news. Even though it's massive, getting a handle on AI is totally doable. It's not some impossible mountain to climb. There is a clear path, a structured way to build up your skills and your confidence, and that's exactly what we're going to lay out in this explainer.
So here's our game plan for today. We're going to tackle this in 5 key stages. First, we'll talk about why this new AI skill set is suddenly so important. Then we'll get the map, the 15 core competencies. After that, we'll look at where to learn these skills, how to actually apply them at work, and finally, how to build your own personal roadmap for the future.
So why is everyone from, artists to accountants suddenly talking about AI skills? It's because AI is becoming what experts call a general-purpose technology. Think of it like the internet. It's not just for data scientists anymore. It's changing how every single industry does business.
And this, right here, shows you the problem we're all facing. The technology is moving at this insane speed, but the guidance on what skills we actually need to learn, it's lagging way, way behind. This lack of a clear framework is why so many of us feel a little lost, and it's why having one is so incredibly valuable.
And that brings us to our map. Now, this framework was originally created for teachers, but honestly, it's a brilliant universal guide for any professional. The whole goal here isn't to replace people. It's to empower us with a human-first approach to using AI safely, ethically, and of course, effectively.
All right, let's get into the heart of it. This is your map to AI mastery, the 15 core competencies that show you the way.
So here's the big picture. It looks complex, but it's pretty simple. Down the left side, you got the 5 key areas of skill. And then across the top, you see 3 clear levels of progression: acquire, deepen, and create. This whole thing is a journey, laid out from basic understanding all the way to true innovation.
Okay, level 1, acquire. Think of this as your foundational AI literacy. This is where everyone, and I mean everyone, should start. It's about getting that humans are in the driver's seat, understanding the basic ethical guardrails, knowing what AI even is, and just starting to use simple tools to help you learn and get work done. Next up, we deepen our skills. This is the big leap from just knowing about AI to actually using it like a pro. At this level, you're not just aware of the ethical rules, you're actively applying them. You're getting good at the specific AI tools your company uses, and you're weaving them into your workflow to get better results and even collaborate with your team.
And finally, we hit the create level. This is where you become a leader, an innovator. You're not just a user anymore. You're shaping how AI is used. You're the one leading conversations on ethics, you're customizing AI to solve really unique problems, and you're using it to drive real, meaningful change in how your organization works.
So you've got the map. Now, where do you get the gear for the journey? Let's look at some of the best places to actually learn these skills, whether you're just starting out or you're ready for some deep, hands-on expertise.
The great thing is, the learning landscape kind of splits into 2 main paths. To build that foundational, acquire level of knowledge, there are some fantastic free courses out there. Then, when you're ready to deepen your skills or create something new, you've got paid, specialized programs. So no matter your budget, there's a high-quality option for you. A perfect example of a free, foundational course is Elements of AI. It's from the University of Helsinki, and its whole goal is to demystify artificial intelligence for absolutely everyone. No crazy math or coding required. With over 2 million people enrolled, it is a proven, awesome starting point if you're at level 1.
Now, for more targeted learning, a platform like deeplearning.ai is excellent. You can take short courses on really specific, in-demand skills like prompt engineering, or you can go for full professional certificates. It's an ideal way to tackle those specific competencies you want to deepen.
And for those who need to get truly hands-on, especially if you're aiming for that create level, NVIDIA's training is, well, it's top tier. You get direct access to high-performance servers to work on complex problems, like building advanced AI agents or language models, and you earn valuable certifications along the way.
At the highest end of the spectrum, you have executive education programs. For instance, MIT Sloan has a 6-week online course on AI for business strategy, and it comes in at $3,850. This is a serious investment for senior leaders who are focused on driving big changes across their organization.
Okay, so you've got the map and the training. Now comes the most important part, actually putting it all into practice. It's time to move from just learning about AI to using it to solve real problems where you work.
And the goal here isn't just to use a new chatbot. It's what we call strategic AI integration. This means thinking bigger. How can AI be woven into the very fabric of your business to create a fundamental advantage? That's the real game.
And here's a simple, powerful model to get started. The key, and listen to this, is to not start with the technology. Start with a real business problem. What's a clear challenge you're facing? Then you can map potential AI solutions to it. Don't try to solve everything at once. Start with a small pilot project to prove it works. Finally, measure your results and then do it again, but better.
We've covered the why, the what, and the how. Now for the final piece of the puzzle, making it personal. Let's talk about building your specific, actionable roadmap for continuous growth in AI.
Building your roadmap is really a 5-step process. First, be honest with yourself. Where are you on that acquire, deepen, create spectrum? Second, identify the specific competencies you want to build up. Third, pick the right training based on those gaps. Fourth, find a project at work, no matter how small, to apply what you've learned. And finally, and this one is so important, commit to lifelong learning. This field isn't standing still, and neither can we.
So look, you now have the map to guide you. You know where to find the tools and the training, and you have a model for applying it all. The path is clear. So the only question left is, what problem will you solve? What will you improve? What are you going to build first?